So here we go. Very welcome to the stream, guys. My name is Daniel Dan the Man, and today we're designing some merch for Dellor, Fortnite pro player. He asked me to do some. Some merch, some layouts. So we're gonna do that and send it to him. I've already done one, and what I'm gonna do is update that one because I made a slight mistake. So let's get right into it. I'm gonna stick on my beautiful Photoshop. It looks like this. Alright. So the first thing we're gonna do is change the layout I've already done. I literally made a mistake in the typography, and that's what we're gonna fix today. So opening Fortnite, I have here a Dellor map already filled with some things that we're gonna edit today. Here's a photo of Dellor himself. We might do a little cutout of that and add some effects, and then of course we're gonna add the beef, because Dellor is the beef himself in a. So if you see here, I have a design already made, but you can already tell it says cutted meat. And if you listen carefully to the text to voice in his stream, you would actually hear that it says a cut off meat rather than a cutted meat. So I'm going to open that project, and I'm going to see if we can change this to cut of beef instead of cutted meat. So basically all I'm doing is just going in and changing it to cut of meat. Lovely jubbly. It's not fitting, so what I'll do is center it over there and make it a little bit smaller. That's all we're gonna do for this right now. Making something like this. Possibly the meat is a little bit big. I don't like the size of it. That looks a little bit better, and actually this is also slightly too big still. That looks centered. It looks like a good spacing in between there, and that's a good start. So what we're gonna do as well is add a fun thing here, because the intention Dellor has is to be live every day. However, that does not always happen, so what I'm going to do is add like a little arrow. Let's choose a nice little arrow. I will take this one and I will put it like this. I will rotate it. I will stick it in there, and I will change it to black and add the text saying almost every day. So as I said, the intention Dellor has is obviously to be live every day, but reality does not always meet expectations. Do a little bit like this, and I'm going to change this to a handwritten typography. Maybe something like this. Then a little bit slightly tilted. That does not look too bad, however the arrow does annoy me a little bit. Yep, we're getting there, we're getting there. I don't like the font. It's a little bit too curly. I'd want to have something more simple. That is too curly as well. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Black sword. Not really as well. Let me see here. Yeah, that is alright. The only thing we're gonna do is resize this so it don't look. I really don't like this arrow. We need to find a better arrow. So what we're gonna do is just basically, yep. I'm gonna search for arrows. Oops, oopsie doops. That is not the arrow I want. Here we got more of arrow. That is a thin, nice arrow actually. I really like that one straight away. So we take that, save it in so we'll open that. So they've added some form of funny things here, so let me just real fast just sort this out. This is one of the things you do a lot in Photoshop. It's selecting. That's all you do really. You select of different reasons. And you can end up literally spending hours on just selecting things. So what I'm using now is the magnetic lasso. I cannot speak for my life. And I'm simply just tracing around this arrow, and Photoshop will automatically sort of, if you see, stick to the edge of the arrow as good as possible. As if I keep it close to the edge, it will sort of stick quite good. And if any bumps, we can just fix it afterwards. But for now, I just want a rough layout, a rough outline. And there we go. There's our arrow. Make a new layer. Fill it in with black. And we're good to go. There we have it. Save that as our arrow in PNG. Actually, let's do it in Photoshop format so we can change it afterwards. And we remove this very, very ugly arrow. I really don't like that. It was too fat. Just like me. Arrow, there we go. That's a very big arrow. Let's size it down a little bit. Like that. And what we need to do is basically flip it flip it horizontal like that. Oops. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there, but very, very slowly, but we're getting there. And that's what it's about. Slow and steady wins the race. And there we have it. Cut of meat. Dellor live almost every day on YouTube. The front and the back, and yeah, it's looking decent. I think it's funny, especially when you hear the voice to speech in his live streams all the time, saying cut of meat, cut of meat, cut of meat, cut of meat. So hopefully, we have a design that will put some smiles on people's faces. We say that, and we close that, and we keep this open for a while, and just enjoying it. I'm gonna have a small break. I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in a bit. Guys, I am back. I am back. He is back. We are going to design some merch. I've done one layout already. We're gonna do a few more typography, and then I'm gonna do one with Dellor's face, but I'm not sure really exactly how I'm gonna do. I don't have any high quality pictures of Dellor really, so I'm just gonna use what I find online, and see what I can do out of that. So let's get straight back into this. Here we go. So this is the design I've already made. Cut of meat, you know the deal. The text to speech, people spamming the beef emoji, and the text to speech is basically giving us cut of meat, cut of meat, cut of meat, cut of meat. So I think this is a cool little design. We're gonna keep this for now, and then of course what I did here is added the almost thing on live every day, because you never know, sometimes it's on, sometimes it's not. So what we're gonna do is about 2 typography type of merch more, and then we will do some graphical things with his face. So basically what we do is we open a new blank slate. This is my blank slate. It looks like that. Close that down for the CPU. So we have the front and we have the back. What I want to do is write something with Howard, because we are all Howards. I am a Howard. That's what I'm gonna write with a bit of nice typography. Not sure about this one though. Let me change that into a little bit more. The bold font. Yeah, we get in there. That actually looks really nice. We're gonna size it up a little bit like that, and we're gonna add I am a Howard. I am a Howard. And here we go. I am a Howard. Do like that. I am a Howard actually. We're gonna size it up even more. We're gonna make this excuse-moi. We're gonna make this actually the same size as Howard. I'm gonna stick this one right. First of all, if you see here, have a look here. I have a small I and capital M. That means I had the caps lock pressed in, and that might give us some funny lettering, like some letters might be bigger than the others. So what we do is we size that down to about the same size as the Howard. Make sure that everything is straight. We keep the ruler next to the Howard. We move the IMO. And then we add another ruler to the end of Howard. And make sure this is sized up to the same size. It does not look right. There's something wrong with this. Maybe that will work better. No. What worked the best was when it said I am a, and then we size it down again. And there we go. And that actually looks really glued. That looks really nice together. So I think actually we might be on our way. There's still there is still a something missing. Let's see if we add a red background to the text, if that's gonna liven it up a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is something like that. And then we're gonna fill that with a red. A quite dark red, something like that. There we go. That actually starts to look quite nice. Looks alright. So obviously, we can't have a print that goes outside of the of the shirt. So what we're gonna do is need to make it follow pretty much the shirt. So first thing I can see is not stretching out all the way to the end of the shirt. So we do like that, and we do like that. We can even do more. We will rasterize this layer so that we can work with it easier. Hide it for now, and choose everything in the shirt layout that is not the shirt. Everything, see, there's a selection around everything. Go back to the rectangle and basically do that. Now we got the armpits out of the way. Still not convinced though. We need to we need to actually, what I did wrong is we need to be on the inside of the line, not the outside of the line. So we remove that. And we hide this. And we start with our magic wand, our magnetic lasso. And we're just gonna basically start from here. I'm thinking at the same time as I'm doing stuff, so that's why I might be a little bit delayed, not just in the design, but also in my brain. So give me a second here in between. So you just follow these lines here. These are not going to be the print files. If we ever end up printing these on shirts, this is not going to be the print files. This is just more of a sketch, you can say, to have an idea of what it's going to look like. So we've selected this inside, and we want to basically reverse it so that everything else is selected. So we just select, inverse, we pick our layer, and then we do that. So we get in there. We get in there slowly, slowly, guys. And we're gonna take darken so that it just looks like a... That actually looks really cool. I'm happy with that. Only thing is, don't look very centered. It looks like there's more space up here than is down here. So I'm gonna take the text layer and move it up slightly. You can see that Photoshop actually snaps to the middle. Something like that. It looks okay, but I'm not satisfied. I've got to be honest with you, I'm not satisfied. It is not up to par. I want it to be like a red stripe all over this shirt. I'm not getting the effect that I wanted. I'm actually going to remove it. I think that looks much better. So this one is scrapped for now. I did not like it. I think this looks much more clean. And what we're going to do on the back side is basically write Dellor. Because in the end of the day, we're promoting someone here, aren't we? Det är bra det. Excuse-moi. So, here we go. What I'm going to do is open the old cut and meet sketch that we did, and I'm going to take the live every day on YouTube and basically drag it over. That's all I will do. And then we'll size it up so that it matches the same width as the Dellor. And there we go. That is my second typography layout. That did end up really nice. It's just black and white really. That makes it clean. It makes it easy to read, and of course it makes it's a good promotion. It's right smack in your face. So what we're gonna do is end up. I am a Howard. I am a Howard. Save us. So what we're gonna do is probably gonna end up making some stripes actually. Some Adidas stripes. Right by the right by the shirt. So we'll have is like a stripe that will give us a little bit. I've got to be honest. Again, we apply that. We make it slightly thinner. Oops, did I see? Hang on. Try that again. That's 15. Just gonna end up just gonna make sure that it's all straight. That it's all following the lines. And I messed up again. Excuse-moi. I want it to be a small white, black, and then a white stripe. That looks straight all the way there. That looks really nice. And then obviously what we do is we take that, copy it. Oops, what did I do? We take that and we copy it, edit, flip horizontal. Yes sir, that actually looks really nice. And we take these and we make a copy again. Don't seem like they have exactly the same angle on both sides in the template I'm using, but that is fine. Again, this is not meant to be the end printing file. It's just a more of a model to have a little bit of an idea of what it's going to look like. That looks really nice. I'm happy with that. So we got our elements of black stripes, almost like Adidas stripes on the arms, and then I am a Howard, and then Dellor live almost every day on YouTube. Looks really nice. We're saving that. We save that as a PSD. I'm a Howard. We're also going to save that as a PNG, so you can view it in a on the computer. There we go. I think that will be it for today. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and have a lovely day.